Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Disconnect with Naureen Ghaffar, another episode, and with a lovely, lovely woman from Canada. And Jessica is with me. Hello, Jessica.
Hello, lovely, lovely lady.
Jessica is from Canada and she's moved to Barcelona. And she's a trainer on adaptability quotient, which is a very, very, thought-provoking for a lot of people. Jessica, thank you very much that you've spared time on my request. And what I would request you to tell me is a bit of background. What made you think about this very concept of adaptability quotient?
Yeah, I've spent my life traveling the world trying to find happiness, healing, and a husband. and I had to adapt to every different culture that I went to.
All right.
And so I've been to 60 countries. I've lived in 5 continents. I've learned 5 languages and forgotten 4 of them. And that means that I had to deal with the unpredictable stuff that life gave me. If I would have stayed in Canada with the easy, plushy life, I wouldn't have had to learn how to adapt. And so, learning how to deal with difficult things kind of excites me. So I wanted to know how to do that better.
And what made you forget your 4 languages?
Getting old, honey.
Oh my God. Once you get old, you forget languages. Oh,
that's my excuse. Yes, that's exactly scientifically what happens when you get old, honey.
You're not old. Mind you that.
Then I should know my languages.
Right.
No, I got lazy. You spend your whole life traveling, never being understood, never understanding people, always being the one who's different. At one point, I got tired of learning languages. So I said, I will speak English and find English-speaking friends. And then I went to 30 more countries.
That and what experience was that? To find you visit those 30 countries, finding out people who only speak English. Yeah. What was one common thing in those 30 countries? People of those 30 countries.
What do people have in common in 30 countries? Yeah. Everywhere I went, everywhere I looked, humans with flaws. And I'm German, so I was raised to be perfect. And if you're not perfect, nobody will love you because you have to be perfect. And this concept of everything works well, don't admit anything's wrong is wrong because you look at the world and there's so many problems and humans have so many problems. And I saw that in the world and I thought, what do people all have in common? The better you deal with stress, the happier you are. And so I thought, okay, adaptability intelligence. We better learn this because life is not getting easier necessarily. It's getting more complicated.
Very interesting concept. Yeah. Dealing with stress, helps you
be happier.
Be happier.
It's a simple equation.
Very, very nice. And that's the need of the hour also. After COVID situation has changed a lot. People have dealt with a lot of stress in the COVID period.
People are more adaptable. That's when adaptability became popular. In COVID, before that, I wasn't so popular. COVID made my career explode because people were in big, big trouble and they didn't know how to deal with it. And I've been training the 3 steps for 9 years. 3 steps to becoming more adaptable. And it's every single time something uncomfortable comes, uncertain, you do these 3 steps, you can feel more confident that you'll deal with.
As it is your first time visiting Pakistan, so what is the experience? It's the second day. So what is the experience that you have figured out? Because you were here for a TED Talk.
Yeah, I noticed that maybe there's some shyness first talking to Pakistani people. And then when there's one laughter, it all changes. There's this beautiful, and the funny thing, people are speaking Urdu, and then this Pakistani thing where you just throw in an English sentence. Every 10 sentences, there's an English one. So I could actually follow. I came to give a TEDx talk, and I actually understood some TEDx's in Urdu because their style you guys have is just like throw in some good English. And
just one sentence makes it all.
Yeah.
Means 5 sentences in Urdu and we are very concise in English.
Maybe you're wasting your time in Urdu. I have no idea what you're saying in Urdu. Maybe you're repeating yourselves, but I didn't need all that content.
And you've been to how many places the whole 2 days?
I've been to the university for the TEDx talk. I have been to 2 hotels. I have been to 5 places with you now already. Oh my God, I don't even know where we went in the last 8 hours. And dinner's still coming and tomorrow morning's still coming. So I'm on a whirlwind of discovering the hope in Pakistan, the potential in Pakistan. I visited a girls' school today, and it was very touching because Pakistan is the second biggest population of Muslims in the world. And I heard 70% of Pakistan is under 30. So there's all this potential and all this beauty and all of this amazingness that can happen. And I suppose your listeners are part of the people that are going to create the startups and the ideas that are going to make Pakistan great.
Yes. And we are, when I took you to the National Aerospace Technology Park, you have witnessed it yourself that how our youth is working so hard on the tech so that, they can work on the service and they do a boom in the international market. And alhamdulillah, till now, we are doing wonders internationally and people are liking. And as per the survey, somewhere I was reading that Pakistani youth ranks in terms of intelligence on somewhere around 8th to 10th position. That was very heartening to witness. But how did they figure out that number? That's yet to be explored. So that is the question.
They asked their mothers.
Yeah, maybe. How did that happen? I still wonder. Okay, now coming back to the very, very lovely concept of the adaptability that you just mentioned. You said 3 steps that would lead.
Do you want to know them?
Yes, I really want to know them.
You were giving a workshop on them tomorrow with Hopistan.
Oh.
But I guess I can tell you the secret now.
Please do that.
Okay.
Because I'll be a listener there also.
A listener. Well, nobody's a listener because that's the whole point. The trend in corporate training, why my colleagues and our workshops and our trainings are becoming so popular, is because nobody is an audience member. Everyone participates in the first 5 minutes. Because if you want to learn how to adapt better, you don't learn it by reading books. You do it. You have to learn how to use your intuition, how to speak when you have a stupid idea. From every 2,000 stupid ideas comes one good idea, right? And startups come up and they fail, but they don't come without stupid ideas. So you have to be in an environment where you accept what comes out. And that creates psychological safety. So we have to create an environment that you feel safe saying what you need to say, what your gut says, what your body is saying. And if you make a mistake and you say something wrong, it doesn't matter. The team accepts what you said.
And they let you try whatever you want to try. There's no harm in trying.
No, that there is the opposite. There is only benefits of trying. Not trying keeps you in a box.
Yes.
That keeps you bankrupt in the future. Yes. If you don't think out of the box, you're done in 5 years. With AI,
things are changing on a nanosecond basis. Nanoseconds. It's where
I just got older. Nanoseconds.
So, first step is letting your, gut
I
speak.
haven't even told you yet. Okay, there's 3 steps. And they're the L, A, B. I can't do a B with your hands.
LAB.
Yeah, what does that spell? Yeah, so you put people into a lab. And if people think that they're going to be in a lab every time conflict comes, they're agile. They're ready to move. So the L is the very first step. If you don't do L, everything is hopeless. What is the most important thing that every man needs to do to keep his wife happy? That starts with an L.
Okay. And what is that? Learn?
Mandala. Okay, no, come on. The first step.
First step. L.
Listen.
Listen. Interesting.
Yeah. Well, not so interesting. I used to give workshops in Barcelona called Listen. Do you think many people showed up? No, because nobody wants to listen. We all want to be the star of the show and have our voices heard. And yet, if everyone's doing that, you will get nowhere. So if you don't listen, you have no way to adapt and to deal with the crap that's coming your way, right? Okay, next step is an A. Once you listen to those people, you must accept what they say, even if you don't like it, because it's their reality. Yeah, you can't fight 2 people that don't accept what the other person says. No, you're wrong. No, you're wrong. Great. Good luck trying to solve any problem. You have to go, okay, you're wrong, and I accept that you're wrong. We still have a job to solve. And this one says, oh, you're wrong, but we're still on the same team and we want to solve something. So what are we going to do about it? If you don't accept what the person said, you don't deal with reality. Reality is some people think like this, some people think like this, economies like this, governments like this, your mother-in-law is like this. What are you going to do about it?
Accept.
God, give me the strength and the wisdom to change what I can and accept what I can't. So once you've accepted what that person has said, once you have listened so carefully, You've repeated back to them what they have said. They feel heard. Their truth is heard. Your truth is heard. Now you have the B. And the B is build. Yeah? And build comes with a very powerful word. Most of us spend our lives saying, oh, I'd love to do that. That sounds like a great idea. Oh, yeah, why not? But not now, not me. But I'm too young, I'm too old, I'm too from here, I'm too that. And we ruin most building opportunities using the word but.
But, yes.
And but cuts. And so you have to change your language. Instead of the buts, you say and. Yeah, much easier. So you can say, oh, we tried that idea before, right? Okay, and we tried that a year. So great idea, but we tried it last year. Now the idea is done. You're not even going to look for solutions anymore, and says, oh, great idea, and we tried that last year. So do you have any new information from China that I haven't heard of? Right? So and is the key word to revolutionizing relationships, actually. Being adaptable, because you're open to seeing more than what the obvious is.
That's very interesting philosophy of lab. Listen, accept, and build. Wow. Brilliant.
I'll tell my friends who created it.
If somebody, if any of the person who's listening to the show adapts a bit of it, will end up change your life, and they'll be happy with whatever they have. And
they will be happy and healthy and have a six-pack. It is a guarantee.
And you're talking about, because I spoke about the mindset and you said it's not about mindset, it's about habits. I would want you to shed some light on, because, the corporate training, they focus primarily on the mindset. And because you talk about adaptability quotient, so that means adaptability is, I believe, linked with the habits.
Adaptability intelligence is one of the 12 emotional intelligences. Okay, so it's a competency that you have to get, and it's made up of we measure it. I'm a coach with a company that measures how adaptable you are. So we ask you questions, and we measure your character, okay, the way you were pretty much born. Some kids are more adaptable, and some are like, I'm going to grow up to be an engineer. And that's just the way they are, and they become that. They don't see much outside of that. You also have abilities. So abilities you can learn, we know that. Kids learn abilities, adults sometimes do if they're still open-minded. And then you also measure environment. So you can be extremely adaptable, able to make decisions and under stress, see possibilities, but you're in an environment or a country or a company or a relationship where they contain you and you can't do what you're good at. So we measure all three of these and we figure out why your life is stressful. Which one is it? Do you have to get rid of the environment that you're in? Were you born a little bit on the rigid side?
Right.
Or do you just not have the skills? And do you want to hear the 5 skills that you need to have to be adaptable?
No. I
You want to hear?
yeah.
No, yes. You're playing with me. No, yes.
I want to know.
Okay. So this is why I say mindset is a very small piece of it, because to be more adaptable, you need 5 skills. And one is mindset. Just one of them is the mindset. Whereas we go into corporate settings and we teach mindset. Mindset will change your life. My mindset is a very thin, healthy woman who eats fish and salad every day. But my habits lead me to eat bread, butter, and cheese and sit on the computer for 8 hours a day. But my mindset, I am totally aware that that's the best thing to do, and I know it. But my habits are off. So I don't change my life. So mindset is one. And then you have the ability to unlearn what you learned that doesn't serve you anymore, right? You have mental flexibility, the ability to make a decision with 2 equally interesting options and not cry about it for the rest of your life. And then you have, these 2 are hard to train, resilience and grit. Life teaches you these, or if you grew up as a spoiled person, you just don't have those. So these ones you can learn through corporate training, and that's what we specialize in.
That's very interesting and amazing to know. Very, very thoughtful process, very useful process.
You're not doomed. If you stress too much when uncertainty comes, you can learn these 3 things. It's not easy, but the other choice is just a future full of stress and unhappiness and anxiety.
Very interesting. And it's adaptability is the game changer in the current scenario. Whoever is keen on changing or adapting to adaptability will change the world probably. Will try to make some difference for their lives, even if they don't do it for others. They do it for themselves.
Didn't you just say that AI is going to take away 68,000 jobs but create 91,000?
No, 83 million will be, eroded, taken away, but 93 million will be the new jobs that would be in the market.
Except all those new jobs need highly educated people to do it, whereas all those other jobs were a bunch of kind of sheep that didn't adapt very well. And now I don't know what's going to happen to those people. So adapt or die. That's on top of my LinkedIn, adapt or die.
Very, very nice philosophy. Last thoughts.
Very poetic.
It was a very, very interesting session, Jessica. I would now request you to give your last thoughts for the youth, for women, and for Pakistan.
Oh, no pressure. Young Pakistani youth and women. Oh, very easy because I live for this message. My message is clear. What I saw today, what I saw in the TEDx, when I went to the chamber with you today, I see smart women. I see beautiful, powerful women that need to speak up. And they need to learn the ability to command a room and to be persuasive, to be eloquent, to be charismatic. Because if we don't, we will get swiped left on to someone who captures the attention better. With this world of social media and short attention spans, you young people have such short attention spans. If you're not great at communicating, you're done. And so I say to Pakistan young people, my God, learn excellent communication skills. Learn how to hear people, how to listen to them, how to build with them, how to build relationships, how to be adaptable to the ideas of the world. Unlearn what doesn't serve you anymore. If it's hurting you, if it's hurting your culture, if it's hurting the world, unlearn that and learn something that will do all the good in the world that you want.
Right. Interesting. Very nice. And any message for Pakistan? Your last thoughts for Pakistan?
My mind just went to biryani, and I don't want to end on biryani, but keep making biryani. No, keep... What I've seen so far is people working hard at a strong Pakistan. Yeah, I saw on the sign, no enemy will take down Pakistan, just on the highway here. And well, you can be your own enemy if you don't adapt to the times, adapt to how the world is. If you want to do international business, you have to adapt to certain things. You have to be flow. You have to be able to have conversations, good communication skills. So in that way, I think we all welcome Pakistan. If you welcome us, why not? The world is big and beautiful. Everyone's talking. Let's all just...
Thank you very much, Jessica, for the lovely and precious talk and your time.
Thank you, lovely, lovely lady.
Thank you. Lovely audience, it was Jessica, and we heard what she very categorically mentioned and the lovely concept that she shared. Lab, listen, accept and build. I think अगर उसको हम follow करें तो हमारी ज़िंदगी में बहुत ज़्यादा तब्दीली इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे भी आ सकती है, लोकल पे तो हम कर ही सकते हैं बहुत सारी चेंजेस. Thank you for watching Disconnect with Naureen Ghaffar.